It's day 3. I'm about to go to the gym to work out for like half an hour and then go job hunting. Before that, I thought of something that I kind of want to talk about. I was texting one of my friends and I started like complaining mentally about how I hate my phone. Yes, I do. I feel like it's, it malfunctions a lot more than it should and stuff, considering that like it doesn't have internet or whatever, it doesn't have to do much. Then I started thinking about how people in general, at least like that I've seen, and maybe not everybody is like this, or maybe not everybody, maybe it's just our country. If you look at what a lot of phones, like I don't have one of those smartphones or iPhones or anything like that, but if you look at what a lot of them can do versus what phones could do when they first came out, or versus like 20 years ago or so when there weren't any cell phones, you can go on the internet, which didn't exist until fairly recently. You can send texts and videos and pictures to people, which if you think about the process behind that, just say it as like, oh, well, I'm just gonna text this person, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Your message or your data or whatever goes from your cell phone, which has enough in that tiny space to like register what you're saying and like spell check your words and everything else, to a cell tower. Your cell tower up to like a satellite, like to whatever cell tower your friend is using, and then to their phone where they can read it or see it if it's a video or a picture or whatever, and then they respond to their cell tower, up to the satellite, down to your cell tower, and back to your cell phone. That's ridiculous. That's a big deal. And then we've gotten to the point where now, like, I don't know if it's just because of how much more technologically advanced we are than we used to be. Years and years ago, like, I don't know why I thought of this as an example, but like when automobiles first came about, the first couple people that had them, everybody else was like, whoa, look at that, like, he's moving, and he's not walking, and he's not riding a bike, like, the car is doing all the work. The same thing with, like, computers and stuff, like, they were pretty wowed by it. Now, something new comes out that, like, your phone or your computer you can do, or, like, when the iPad came out or whatever, and either people are like, that's dumb, because they don't really want it, totally ignoring the fact that whether you want it or not, it can still do some pretty cool things. Or their instant reaction is not, oh, that's so cool that can do that, I can't believe they figured out how to do that. Their first reaction is instead, well, my phone can't do that, so I just need a new phone, because if we're able to do it, then I automatically have the right that, my phone should be able to do it. Like, we don't really appreciate what exactly all of our stuff can do for us anymore. Like, new things come out and it doesn't amaze us. Like, I almost feel like we're desensitized to technology, if that makes any sense. I feel like we take a lot of things for granted nowadays that we didn't before. So that's just one of the things that I feel about, nowadays, how things are different. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna go work out. That was my, not rant, but that was my thoughts for the morning. So maybe I'll do this every morning, like whatever I happen to be thinking about while I'm getting ready, and maybe I'll just share it on here because it's my vlog and I can do what I want. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I got back from working out, I got all cleaned up and everything. I'm going to walk to the shopping center to try and find a job. Again, it's very hot out, so, and the shopping center's like almost a mile away, but I don't have a car just now, so that's what I'm doing. But it's not the fact that it's hot that's making me nervous. What's making me nervous is, if you guys remember yesterday, it was okay outside, and then within a couple minutes it was storming. You see this? It's pouring. And earlier, even though it looks nice outside, it was thundering, so I'm kind of worried that I'm going to get caught like halfway there in the rain. I will tell you, I live in Florida, so it's kind of known, the weather down here is kind of known for like switching in a matter of minutes, so that's going to be a little bit risky. But I'm going to do it because, well, it's either that or sit here all day, and that'll just be one more day without a job, so I'm gonna do it. I'm bringing you guys with me. Okay, so I'm partway there. I edited the footage I have so far, and I noticed two things. One, I need to speak up, which I think part of the reason I don't is due to the shyness that I'm trying to get rid of. So that'll just be something to work on. Two, I say like far too much when I'm speaking. You guys, I guess anybody that's watching this, comment on it. Let me know if I'm doing any better. Told me to trying to say like less. If you notice it, like berate me about it a little bit. Don't be mean, but it'll help me stay on track and remember not to say it, hopefully. I feel a little self-conscious, but I noticed that after a minute or two of, I almost got hit, after a minute or two of holding the camera out and vlogging, I just kind of forget that I'm kind of drawing attention to myself, I guess. And I don't feel as self-conscious about it until somebody walks by, or I almost get hit like I did just then, and the woman in the car gave me this really weird look, but whatever. I'm gonna do it for a year, I gotta get used to it, right? So, I wasn't gonna film anything until I got to the shopping center, but then I realized that I'm not gonna be able to bring the camera in and like film people and be like, oh hey, I'm here to apply for a job, because that would be really weird and I probably wouldn't get the job. I didn't just want to like leave it off and then leave it off when I got there, and then when I got back be like, oh yeah, by the way, I went there and I applied for this many jobs, because that's boring and that's not me filming my day or like stepping outside of my comfort zone. That's me going and doing things and then coming home and telling you, hey, I did this. So that's dumb. I'm not going to film the whole walk there because there's really not much on the way there other than different apartment complexes. So I guess that's it until I get there and find something interesting or find someone who wants to be in the vlog. So you see that? Those clouds right there? Making me extremely nervous because I'm like maybe halfway there, maybe not, I don't know. Originally I was going to turn the camera back on though, because I think they changed it now though. There used to be a billboard for this dentist or orthodontist, and it's funny because it had this picture of this woman and this little girl, and they had like the lights in their teeth that would like twinkle and stuff, and it said amazing smiles in almost half the time. And so the only problem with that was the in almost was really, really small, so you couldn't see it until you were like right next to the billboard, but the rest of it was really big. So it looked like it said amazing smiles half the time, which the first couple times I saw the billboard led me to question, well, what do you end up with the other half of the time? I don't know. So, well, I just spent probably like 3, maybe almost 4 hours job hunting. I'm exhausted. It hasn't rained yet. It looks like it's gonna rain now, but it hasn't rained yet. It was just mostly hot, so I had brought a shirt to change into, so I did, because I was gross when I got here. And now I'm waiting for my friend Alexa to get here so that I can buy her lunch, dinner now, and she can take me home. And got my tea. And that's it for today, I guess. Alexa's doing chemistry homework. We're in Qdoba.
This is not gonna put on YouTube how freaking retarded I am.
No. But yeah, she's doing her chemistry homework, and I got a free water cup and made lime moves. So I think I'm the real winner here. vlogging in the car, vlogging in the car, vlogging in the car, vlogging in the car.
Did you turn Johnny out with music?
Okay, well, Alexa did successfully cut me off with the music since the music is copyrighted and I don't want a lawsuit or to have my YouTube video removed, which is actually what would probably happen, much less extreme. Also, I'm editing this video, the newest video, and I do say like a ridiculous amount of times. Anybody who is watching this, I hope you guys like that new effect that I tried. It's not really an effect, but you know, making it choppier. I thought it made it seem better. It cut out all of the different parts where I paused or said which happens a lot. So see you tomorrow.